What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's myself, Alvin GK1, and today we have a pair of gloves that I am very excited about. These are the Kaliaaer Regen Pro 3D XI. And yes, it's a bit of a mouthful. And yes, we are back with another pair of Kaliaaer, but this is a brand new, fresh release for March 2025. And it's a brand new colorway as well. So I had to make sure I got these in to get you guys the full lowdown and the first looks at this brand new pair of gloves from Kaliaaer. What you'll find is the gloves come in this now standard Kaliaaer glove bag, which has a kind of synthetic material glove bag, but with the metal Kaliaaer logo, which has always been striking. And the reason why I'm excited for these gloves is because they're a cut that I do find is similar to the VG3, and now where they have Jack Butland on their roster as a signed up endorsee, I'm not sure because I'm not seeing very clear pictures, but now that he's wearing Kaliaaer, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, that this is the cut that he is wearing, the 3D XI cut. Now let's get these out this glove bag. As you can see, this is part of the rapid fire pack volume 2, might add, because they've done a rapid fire pack in the past, and now they've just re-released the rapid fire pack with updated cuts, updated gloves, and yeah, you can go out and get your hands on these. Very striking. It features this red, orange and yellow and white combination, which is kind of similar to fire, really similar to a flame, hence the name rapid fire. Now let's get these gloves out of the packaging. You will find the gloves do come individually wrapped, so that way there is no sticking together of the latex palms or anything like that. So safety first. And the palms are wrapped in the cling film plastic, which is something you will have to remove before playing. I've just seen recently this month that Just Keepers, the retailer that also stocked Kaliaaer, had a customer that tried to return a pair of the Regen Pro from the last pack, and they still had the plastic on the palms here, some on the plastic there. They peeled off some of it, caked in mud, and trying to return it. For what reason, Just Keepers didn't say, but it was not very well received within the goalkeeping 24/7 community or the goalkeeping community in general, because most people know, or I would say 90% of people know nowadays, to take this plastic off before use. So let's talk you through the gloves. These feature the double control wrap, so wrap under thumb, wrap over thumb, and the palm features 2 middle flat palms with a flat rolled pinky finger and a flat rolled index finger, all stitched on the outside, so there's no negative stitch anywhere on this glove except for, well, tell a lie, except for the wrap under palm and the wrap over from there. It is flat stitched here, but just on the inside seam of the thumb it is negatively stitched. The backhand, what you'll find, it is positively so a flat cut on the backhand with latex tips on each finger, but what you'll find on the inside of the index and pinky fingers and the 2 middle fingers, it is negatively stitched on the backhand. What you'll find, this will give you a closer fit to the fingers, so more security when catching and controlling balls, and also offering a nice tight snug fit on the gloves. What you'll also find on the backhand is the knitted construction, so it is a knit material on the backhand, so it's a, what they call it, a climate adaptive knit. So in theory, hot weather should keep your hands cool, in cold weather it should keep your hands warm. So basically it should adapt to the weather conditions. I'm always a bit skeptical with stuff like that, but I have no reason not to believe it until you try it. So give it a try. Let me know in the comments if you have any of the Kaliaaer gloves with that technology in the backhand, how you felt it is, because I think it's similar to the climate control material, which also does the same thing, keeps your hands temperature regulated. So it is something that is unique to Kaliaaer and what Sells used to do with the climate control material. I think the only other brand that has used that material, climate control Outlast material, is Rush, and I think they've only done that for 1 or 2 gloves, so it's not something that is universal across. But if you find your hands are getting cold while playing, what you need to do is make sure your core, so that's the trunk of your body, your belly, chest, back, is warm. Keep that warm and blood will flow to your hands to make sure that they're warm. It's the blood that keeps your hands warm. And if you're finding that's happened, just layer up your core, not too much so you can't move, but layer it up so that's nice and warm, so therefore your hands are not getting cold. But also don't have the strap too tight, otherwise you cut off blood circulation to your hands and they will get cold. So a little tip from me, so if you use it, let me know. Also, these feature a 4mm Pre Charged AI Profi Grade latex. So this is exactly what the pros use. It's nothing different. They don't have special latexes for the pros. What you wear is what the pros wear. So that's another thing that you can like about Kaliaaer. What I tend to like about Kaliaaer and those kind of brands, independent brands, is you get what the pros get. And that's what we want. As goalkeepers, we want to emulate to be like pros, the professional, our favorite goalkeepers. So we want what they want. We don't want to see them wearing special SMUs that are designed to look like what is available at retail. So I've always found that as kind of a bit of a con, if I'm being honest with you, because we want the gloves the pros are wearing. Because why are the pros wearing that glove when you're bringing out gloves with millions of bits of technology? Now, it's got the lock-on wrist strap. So let's open this up. This is a stretch strap. So part stretch there and the Velcro there. So it only stretches this bit here. So it'll give you a nice tight fit. But it's got the lock-on wrist strap, which if I open it up for you, if you can see, if you can get that on camera, that is actually latex. And that is something which helps you get on the glove when you've got one glove on to stop any thumb abrasion. So what you can do with gloves sometimes is when you've got one glove on, trying to get the second glove on can be a bit of a nightmare. And so they've added this here as something that can help you get the glove on, but also when you have it on, the latex will lock your wrist in place and stop any slippage around the glove. But you also got the side wrap here, which is negatively stitched in, so give you a tighter feel. But if you've watched my previous reviews on Kaliaaer, particularly on the new Regen ranges and the Regen pack, you'll see that I'm actually a big fan. I did used to have problems with the Kaliaaer gloves with the thumbs being too short, but where the glove is a new model and it's been retooled from what I've been told, the thumbs actually fit me perfectly now. And on the backhand, what you'll find is the power grid. I forgot to mention this. This is a 3D printed material, which is 3D printed onto the glove, which is basically a punching platform. It's nice and rubberized like a silicone material. I'm not sure exactly which material it is, but it is flexible, it is lightweight, and it will offer you protection when punching, so give you some control. It does feel grippy as well, so it's not gonna cause you to punch the ball and slide off and into your own goal. But I believe that did happen to Jack Butland when he was wearing a pair of Kaliaaer against Man United at Old Trafford when he'd just come back from injury. But that's unlucky. So when you're punching, always make sure, practice it so that you get your timing right with punches. But these gloves, they are something that has really caught my eye, and particularly the cut, because I've always been a fan of having 2 flat fingers there and the rolled outer finger similar to the VG3 cut. So this hybrid cut is something that I like. I've always been a fan of positively flat palm gloves because I grew up on flat palm myself. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I need to describe on the gloves, except shall we try them on and see how they look on hand? or should we get the plastic off? Let's get the plastic off first. This can take a while, so I will speed this up. One of the things that I do hate or dislike, but it's there to keep the gloves protected, the latex protected during the manufacturing process, and you don't want to end up with loads of damaged latex on your palm, hence why it's there. So make sure you take it off. Just take your time and you'll be fine. And just make sure you get as much off as you can. You might not be able to get all off first time, so just take your time. Alright, that seems to be majority of it off. Once you get the bulk of the plastic off, you can go back with like tweezers and that kind of stuff just to get the bits that are plastic that are just trapped within the seams. What I tend to find with flat palms, it is a bit easier to get the bits out of the seams compared to, say, negative cut gloves where it's stitched on the inside. It can get trapped within the seam because it's just too tight a space to get all out. But like I say, just take your time and you'll be fine. If you got any tips on how to make it easier to get the plastic off, because I know some people like to submerge the gloves in water so they get an air pocket to be able to pull it out and whatnot. Would I still pre-wash these gloves? I always pre-wash gloves before use. It's just something that I've always done, and you can too. You don't need to, because once I get this glove on, nice, tight, snug feeling. This is my usual size 11. Can you hear that? These gloves are good to go, but I always recommend getting some moisture within the palm, at least spray bottle, spray them before the match, just to really activate the latex, because latex works best when it's slightly damp, not soaking wet, but slightly damp. Yeah, definitely true to size. If you're going for gloves, going for a pair of these, get your usual size. You won't find any finger pinching or anything like that, because it's all negatively stitched. And I do have a pair of 3DXI gloves from Kaliaaer from a few years ago, from the Alter Ego pack, which had a different backhand, different strap, and same cut but slightly different. It was a lot wider, and I'll be able to, what I'll do a comparison video of them with these and compare how the cut has evolved and changed. Right, let's get the second glove on. First impressions, nice snug fit. There's no loose palm or anything, no bulking up anywhere. That's good. So as I said, with the second glove on, first glove on, getting the second one on, put your thumb on the latex so you don't get any wear and tear from the lock-on strap. Oh. One thing I just noticed, the strap on the right glove is a bit short. Let's try that again, shall we? Yeah, doesn't reach all the... Man, well, definitely had to speak to the team at Kaliaaer, because the left glove, wrist strap, fine. The right one just about makes the Velcro. So it's something to speak to the team about. I guess this pair was made on a Friday afternoon, the last pair before time to leave on the weekend. But as you can hear, fantastic striking glove. The only thing I've got to say that's bad about it is the right wrist strap being very short. Maybe that was for a pair size 6 or something. But the left wrist strap, perfect. You got the tab there to help you take the gloves off and something to grip onto. And just listen to sound. That's what you want to hear. You want to hear the grip of your gloves, don't you? Let's check it out with a ball. Like I say, with the 3GX I cut is a comfortable cut, because I find there's no pinching, there's no internal seams, all the seams on the outside as well. With the rolled index finger and pinky finger, you get full to latex, and with the 2 flat palm fingers, it is a cut that I do like. Like I said, very similar to the current VG3, and I've always been a VG3 fan, so this cut is a plus for me. So I hope you enjoyed the review, or preview shall I say. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Check out my shorts, check out all my videos, because the glove collection is there and I'm trying to showcase it all. But this strap definitely a lot shorter than the other one, but I will sort that out because they have great customer service. This is Alvin GK1. If you've seen some of my videos on my Instagram, my pics as well, and you're interested in some of the gloves, hit my eBay, because I do have some gloves listed up, but they're in my size and I have big hands from size 10 and upwards, so no smaller sizes. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again next time. Alvin GK1 signing out.